Hello there, lovely people. This is me, Ashley, sending my love to you from whatever reality I happen to be in today to whatever reality you find yourselves in. This video, this is all about really seeing familiar people that are strangers. I mean, it's not just because I'm getting a bit old, right? But I've been literally seeing people that are complete strangers to me that look like I know them. That's as simple as I can get. They look familiar. I know who they are, but yet they're complete strangers. And for instance, it happened to me recently on a train journey. I mean, I have been seeing this for a while, but on a particular train journey, there were 3 people that I thought I knew. First of all, I was sat on the train, and on one of the stops, a girl gets on, beautiful girl, really well dressed, and I know her. I know her. And we get talking because there's actually a little grasshopper in the carriage, and it was jumping off people's heads. So we started talking, and yet she didn't recognise me. So I'm thinking, where do I know her from? Where do I know her from? Where do I know her from? And she didn't recognise me, and we were talking. So I thought that was a bit weird. Like, still really familiar. Are you a child of somebody? Do you look exactly the same as your mother? Do I know your mother? What is it? But I'm still the journey trying to work out how I know this person. And then I have to change trains. So I'm on the platform station. And this girl, she went and got on a different train. She came past me and got on a different train, which set me off thinking again. But then a woman started talking to me. Now, I've seen this woman. I know her. I know her. I'm trying to think where I know her from. But she doesn't live anywhere near me. She lives on the east coast of the country and nowhere at all near where I come from. And I didn't know her either. This was a complete stranger. We got talking, we chatting away, but she didn't know who I was. I didn't know who she was. But I recognise her so strongly. And as I'm talking to her, somebody else comes in front here. And I know her as well. I'm looking thinking, I know you. I know who you are. Who are you? So my brain is going mental at this point, trying to... In a space of 5 minutes, I've seen 3 people that look like I know them. That I not just know... I mean, I know I'm not able to recall who I think they were, but they're not strangers. They look like people that have been in my life that I know. And although I'm desperately trying to work out who they are and who I think they are, these are complete and utter strangers. And this isn't the first time it's happened. It's happened to me before. And I was shrugging it off before. Before I knew I was Mandela affected, especially, I was shrugging it off before. But just in the space of 5 minutes, 3 people that I think I know. In fact, I know that I know people that look like them, at least, like the spitting image of them, even though I can't put a name to these people. But there I am, within a space of 5 minutes, seeing total strangers that are familiar to me, totally familiar to me. And I was just wondering, do any of you out there, have you experienced this? Because it hasn't been going on that long for me. Really, I don't think. And it's only recently that I've actually been able to go, what? Because it was the 3 people on a platform looking like people I know. And I couldn't ignore that. I couldn't just shrug that off. I'm talking to somebody that I feel that I know as a complete stranger. So I wondered if you've been having this kind of thing happen to you. Have you been seeing people that you feel that you know, but are the complete strangers to you? For me, it's yet another... I don't know if you're feeling it, but I'm very much feeling things speeding up now. Things are changing massively. They're changing all the time. They're coming on in different... It's all coming in different ways now. Ways that we weren't dealing with before now. Like time speeding up, gaining extra hours. That wasn't happening to me before. The weird thing... even I've captured weird things going on in the sky. There's so much that's occurring right now that just makes me feel that this is speeding up, this is getting so much faster, and I don't know where it's going to take. I don't know where it's taking us, but I was just wondering if any of you out there had actually experience this phenomena of knowing complete strangers. Right. I think that's it for now. I think, yeah, I've got it out of my system at least. At least I've got it out of my system, and thank God I've got you people to have my back, to share your experiences with. I know I'm not alone, and believe me, in the real world, I'm laughing at that, but the world we're living in, this physical aspect of what we're doing that on your own, seeing the changes on my own. I mean, put it this way, since I've had the North Pole back, I want to say to my husband, you were telling me that when I was showing you there was no North Pole, you were busy telling me that, oh yeah, because all the ice melted. The North Pole's back where I am, and he can see it. We're watching programmes where it's talking about the polar ice cap. It was last night. We were watching something last night, and I just wanted to spin around and go, hello, it's back. But that isn't going to get me anywhere, because as I told you last time, he gets annoyed, angry, and quite rude and nasty when I bring up the changes. I did mention a couple of days ago, I can't remember what the conversation was, but I did actually mention that, well, I'm Mandela affected, so I believe this. I can't remember what it was, I can't remember the context, but that's exactly what I said. I mentioned it again. I am Mandela affected, but I've stopped trying to show him. I've stopped trying to show him the changes. I mean, really, the North Pole going and coming back again. I didn't want him having the same conversation about it, giving it, oh, I don't remember that conversation. Because it's happened before, when he just doesn't remember the conversation I've had with him. So living with it on your own is the most horrendous thing ever. It's awful. So thank you so much, all you beautiful people out there, for listening to my ramblings and being here for me and sharing your stories and your experiences. And believe me, like I said, at the moment, the world map hasn't changed. From everything I've seen, I still can't see the North Pole on it. But in all kinds of programmes, I'm watching whatever I'm watching, be it a cartoon, be it on the TV, be it a film, I keep seeing the globe, the world globe, with its of South America. And if you go on Google Earth at the moment, South America is nearly touching the South Pole. I mean, it's all getting absolutely ridiculous, but here I am, seeing familiar people that are complete strangers. And I just wondered if you had the same experience. As always, thank you for sharing your stories, for giving me love and support. I know I couldn't do it without you. You're my sanity. Thank you. You crazy bunch of folk. You're my sanity. And I couldn't do it without you. So, as always, I'm sending my love till next time. Thank you for listening.